Okay, we are getting the live stream up and running, just verifying that we get to see and hear everything come through. Always takes just a second for whatever reason. I'm going to chat. So let me know when you see me, Marie. Whoops. Just a second. Okay. Hopefully it'll come through. All right. So it is time now for Shoutouts, news you can use, and events not to miss. Are we live? It says we're live. This is good. This is good. Okay. Excellent. Well, I'm not seeing it, but I'm going to trust that it's there because it sometimes just takes a minute for it to refresh and then get on the screen. But hopefully you can hear me and see me okay. Oh, there I see me. Okay, excellent. All right, so like I said, it is time now for September news you can use and shout outs, all the things that you need to know and events not to miss, all the good stuff. And Marie's helping me post links in as I go. So she's helped me put this together. So first of all, shout outs. We want to say congratulations to Brian and Beverly for their wedding. It was a beautiful wedding. And Brian is our video production manager and has been working with us at Peppershock for almost 10 years. We've known him for a long time, but even back when we used to work with him at Channel 12 a long time ago. So yeah, shout outs to him and congratulations for your new wedding with Beverly. And okay, good. Thank you for letting me know that. I see you, she says. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. So, I see that you have my other profile. You might have to change to my personal profile rather than that one, but it'll work. We'll see if it'll let you tag people and post it. Okay. Back to my list of wonderful things to shout out. Another thing, we want to welcome our new intern, Armina. I have to say her name correctly. She is attending the College of Idaho, and she's working on her marketing and digital media degree. And so she'll be joining us this semester with design and all kinds of fun things that she'll be doing. Another shout out we want to give to Daniel Babinski for offering our word of mouth mixer attendees a free workshop that he did in August, talking a lot about DISC assessment and emotional intelligence and some skills that we all need to be top performers. So we wanted to give a shout out to Daniel Babinski for doing that for us. And then we had quite a good group show up. So that was fun to listen to him share all about what he has in his knowledge and expertise and years of experience doing what he does. And then speaking of word of mouth mixers, we want to talk about September's upcoming event is on September 18th. It'll be hosted by Julian Sandoval and Wendy Barrington from Edward Jones. And it's going to be at the Nampa Chamber of Commerce in their event facility in the basement area. And it's 323 11th Avenue in Nampa. So make sure you go to the new Nampa Chamber location on September 18th. And there is additional parking located about a half a block from the venue. So just be sure to get there so you can get parked and join us. And the other thing that you'll want to make sure that you do is sign up for early bird pricing. New this time, we are doing early bird pricing and then regular pricing. So early bird will help us so that we can get all the name tags and understand how much we need for food and beverage and all that good stuff. And then we can be prepared. So we want to encourage you to get signed up early. Otherwise, it's going to cost you a little bit more if you sign up either the day before or at the door, a couple days before or at the door. So it's still only $15 for early bird pricing. Otherwise, it's going to be $25 at the door or just a couple days early. So be sure to get your $15 ticket in advance. And the event this time for September 18th is going to be at 3:30 and ends about 6 o'clock. And so we're starting a little early so that people can avoid traffic getting out west to Nampa, and it seemed to work pretty good last time we did this. So wanting to make sure that you realize that you need to go to peppershock.com/events to register. Thank you for putting the links in there. And this time we'll be playing business card bingo as our selected activity. So remember to bring your business cards, and we'll have some details at the event for how to do that exactly. But it's a fun way to mix and mingle and purposely and intentionally talk to others in the room. That's what we want to encourage you to do. And then even beyond talking to them in the room, we want to encourage you to continue to talk to them on the other side. And I think that, Marie, you have the my public profile rather than my personal profile, so it might not work. You have to switch to my other profile, maybe. I'm not sure. Okay, we can go back and add them into later if we need to. Although I can see that links are here, so it looks like you have done a couple of links there, which is good, as my personal profile rather than my public image one. I know Facebook made it complicated for us. The reason why is because I can't have more than 5,000 friends on my personal profile. And so Facebook cut me off on how many friends I can have, which Facebook they don't know me. They don't realize that I'm connected with more than 5,000 friends. Okay. Anyway, okay, back to my list of shout outs, news you can use, and events not to miss. Other upcoming events not to miss. Shocktoberfest is our annual workversary, client appreciation, client crew appreciation celebration. And also, we do a fundraiser for the Mentoring Network. And so it'll be coming up in October. And we're going to do Shocktoberfest in lieu of the Word of Mouth Mixer, or just it's turning into the same thing. So Word of Mouth Mixer is Shocktoberfest for October. And people always come dressed up in costumes. And this year is Hollywood themed this year. So Hollywood horror. So come dressed in your best Hollywood scary costume, if you will. And we'll have costume contests, of course, and some raffles and things that you'll definitely not want to miss. But yeah, so it'll be at the Peppershock office here in Nampa, in supporting the Mentoring Network, which is here in Canyon County, and basically this side of the West. We don't have Big Brothers Big Sisters here in Canyon County, so the Mentoring Network, people get to go and mentor kids in school, and work with them, at-risk kids, to keep them engaged and involved in school. So the Mentoring Network, we've been partnering with them for years and years and years to help them raise some funds for their cause. I told Donna Shine that I couldn't always be there to mentor every week, but I can do some things once a year, at least, to help support the Mentoring Network. So the event for Shocktoberfest that's supporting the Mentoring Network, you can attend for free. However, we are accepting contributions that will go to the Mentoring Network, and you can either do that online when you register for peppershock.com/events, or you can be prepared to buy some raffle tickets and things that we've got going on to help support the Mentoring Network during our Shocktoberfest open house costume party with booze, eats, and treats, like Boo, the ghost. All right. So then other events not to miss. We've got a really cool lineup for November 5th with the Boise State esports team in downtown Boise. So that one is going to be hosted there at Boise State at the esports location right there off of Front Street in downtown. And so it'll also be a fundraiser for the Idaho Food Bank in partnership with Boise State Esports and, of course, Peppershock Media. And so we also want to say big shout out to Riley Boyd. I actually just ran into him on campus today. I teach at Boise State on Monday mornings, and had a great conversation. We're really looking forward to this event in November as well. So shout out to Riley Boyd and Veronica Roper for working with us to create a memorable event. I'm sure it will be very memorable and awesome. And they've got some really great giveaway prizes. So be sure to mark your calendars for November 5th. Now, remember, every month, the venue and time and date always change. So you always need to check the date, time, and location of where in the world we're going to be in the Treasure Valley for the Treasure Valley Word of Mouth Mixers. So that is going to happen. And I really hope that you get registered. And again, remember, early bird pricing the early bird gets the worm, right? So yeah, some shout outs there. I also wanted to give some shout outs to those who sponsored last month. Adrienne Esposito from Washington Federal Bank. She hosted the August Mixer, and she gave some great gift bags for raffle prizes and some fun things there. Also wanted to say thank you to Megan Benson, the Doctor of Fun, for leading our activity, our engagement activity that evening. She had an app and everything. It was so fun and so cool. And you could get points for doing certain things, which we all love to get rewarded and gamify what we're doing. So it was fun to see everyone get totally into it and using their points that they could get for the conversations that they were having. So that was really cool. Also, thanks to Jody and Lee from Print Pros for donating a wonderful gift basket for the raffle last month. And then also big shout out to Nick Wiley from Mammoth Training Solutions for being our drink sponsor. He has a great, big, wonderful event coming up. You're going to 10X and learn a lot from what he's got going on. And he shared a bit about his event as well. So another event not to miss. Be sure and get signed up for that. Also want to say thank you to Vesper Mobile Bar, Brittany Bree for serving up some great beverages for us and giving us a great price to do this. And then want to say thank you to Kismet and Dawn from Girl Scouts for donating those wonderful, coveted, beloved Girl Scout cookies. And, the more you do, the more raffle tickets you earn, the more chances you have of getting those. So we have more. She gave us even more for next time around. So want to be sure and support the Girl Scouts as well. And so we'll have some of those at the next event and probably even the next one too, because we've got a couple boxes to give away. So love those. Everyone wants the Girl Scout cookies. I know I do. I love being able to have them and storing them in my freezer away from my children to make sure that I get some and they don't eat them all. Note to self, be sure to put them in like the Brussels sprout bag or, stuff that your kids are not going to touch. They'll have no idea that you have Girl Scout cookies in your freezer. They're awesome. Also, they were at the Snake River Stampede wind down, and they had this great list of wine pairings of what wine to taste with the Girl Scout cookies and which Girl Scout cookies you would have with each wine. It was very good, delightful, super fun. Anyway, so those are some events not to miss, things coming up. As always, I love to give shout outs to those who give us Google reviews and podcast reviews. And I did a whole bunch last time around, but just want to encourage you to give us Google reviews if you'd like to get a shout out. And it's always another great way to accelerate word of mouth advertising when other people talk about you rather than us talking about us. So super thank you for all of the wonderful things that people keep saying about the word of mouth mixers, about what Peppershock does for their team, for their company, for the visuals that we create and produce, the websites that we build, the videos that we make, graphic designs, the brands, the logos, all the wonderful things that we get to do for our clients. And just want to say thank you for supporting us and keeping us in business and keeping our livelihood alive. So there's that. Another shout out plug, if you will, of something not to miss. So a previous attendee of the Word of Mouth Mixer, he's come a couple times now, Doug Gross from Idaho, or Stem Cells of Idaho, is actually working with us to do a marketing audit with him to have our expertise and recommendations on ways to continue to elevate what he's doing and who he wants to target specifically. So shout out to a new customer And that came because he came to a word of mouth mixer. So this is how it all works, right? Pay it forward. Also want to give a shout out to Bailey. He's got his Talking Taco Tuesdays going on. And actually it'll be tomorrow. And so I get to attend that. And then he's going to have me present and speak in November. So I wanted to give Bailey a shout out from Echelon Group. And he's actually created his own LLC now, or I guess I'm not sure if it's LLC or how he registered his business, but he is taking the events even a step further and doing that, but still working with Elizabeth and Dawn over there at Echelon Group Financial Planning. So shout out to them. Just a big thank you for all of the support and all the wonderful things that everyone does to continue to fuel and accelerate our word of mouth marketing for everyone, not just for Peppershock, but for everyone. We've had the Idaho Society of CPAs support and sponsor us previously in conjunction with the, let's see if I can get it right, Idaho Financial Literacy Coalition. I did it. And we've also had Susie Boyle from Castle and Cook, so shout out to them. Boise Impact Group with Sterling Crawford. Just want to continue to give the love and share about them just because they have supported us and we want to support them as well. Like we like to support those who support us, right? It should go that way. Other things to consider and think about as the gala season is among us now. We've got the Idaho Veterans Chamber of Commerce big summit coming up on Wednesday. The Idaho Business Review Women of the Year event is coming up. Mindy Anderson is the keynote. She was the big top winner of the Idaho Business Review Woman of the Year last year, and she'll get to, I don't know, lack of a better word, crown the next winner. There's 50 women that are nominated and selected, and then they'll have like one big overall person that will get that. And so Mindy does a lot. Shout out to Mindy. She's Cascade Chamber. She's a board member there. She started the Idaho Veterans Chamber of Commerce, which, by the way, she let me know she is looking for new board members to participate. And I think she's looking for a secretary and a treasurer, if I got her message correctly. So if you are somebody who is looking to be on a fabulous board of something that's really helpful and a good cause, reach out to Mindy and I can always make that connection. And just another plug for our client, Cascade Chamber of Commerce too. Through the Idaho Department of Tourism, they get a tourism grant and we get to help market that area and create the destination location that it is. So oftentimes people will go to McCall or Donley and all those other places, Tamarack, but Cascade is right there before you get to those other ones. So we like to help promote Cascade, and there's ice fishing in the winter, there's snowmobiling, there's regular fishing, there's boating, there's hiking, there's biking, there's all the things that are occurring, ATVs, you name it. They always have different events going on. So we want to give a shout out to Cascade Chamber of Commerce. And since I'm giving shout outs to our clients, want to welcome back Wear Ease. They do compression garments for predominantly women who have had mastectomies and or have lymphedema, and they're garments that you wear for these reasons, and also compression garments. And so I want to give a shout out to Phyllis King because she's come back to us to do more work, and I'm thrilled. We're doing writing some blog, and it's very niche of what she does. But here's the cool thing that we get to do and why I want to shout this out. We are going to create TikTok channels, and we're going to do a TikTok shop and be able to get the products and services and education. So we're going to educate why it's important to wear these types of garments for the people who go through any kinds of surgery that have to do with, like I said, lymphedema or mastectomies or those things that happen. So you have to wear compression garments to help with the healing process. So shout out to Wear Ease. And of course, Pella Windows and Doors. We get to go to Jackson whole and do some client testimonial videos here pretty soon. So shout out to them to say thank you again for trusting what we get to do for you, and for Doug Phelps and Pat and all the people there that we get to work with. Just big shout out to say thank you. And I'm sure there's other clients that I'm just right off the top of my head. Oh, Adam's Gardens. So it's beginning to be the end of season, so this is a good time to go to Adam's Gardens, their nursery, and do some last minute things that you're going to do before winter season is among us, right? It's already, I can't believe it. It's September. Of course, we're having some record breaking heat waves through, but it's going to change really quick. So now's the time to do that. Go, and they've got some pottery and all kinds of fun stuff that you can go through and get for your lawn. And anyway, so lots of fun things happening. Another client to shout out is Lee Pesky Learning Center. We've been in the midst of doing a complete web redesign, rebuild, everything, and they have a learning component to it where they've got lots of modules and fun things for people to be able to use online. So we've been in the midst of all of that, and yeah, there's more. And next time I'll make more shout outs for all of the people that we get to work with and say thank you for everything that we get to do. Snake River Stampede, we're already starting for what we're going to do for next year for the rodeo. So that's coming up. And just remember, it's always now the third week in June rather than July. And yeah, I think that's probably all I can think of for right now. And of course, if there's ever any events that you want to be known, or I can shout out, or events that we cannot and should not miss, let me know, because I do this once a month and put it out there. I put it in their newsletter. I put it on LinkedIn and YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, all the places, so that you can hear all about the shout outs, news you can use, and events not to miss. All right. With that said, one more thing. If you haven't already subscribed to the Marketing Expedition podcast, it is a top 5% most popular podcast globally. We've got some really cool, amazing people that are on the show, and some people you might even know who are locals that we're bringing on the show too. It is an international show. I get listeners from all over the world, and of course, I've spoken all over the world, so I get audience members from all over. But it's always fun to have people come into the studio and record with us here in Nampa, Idaho at the Potterific Podcast Studio. So just other things to consider. TheMarketingExpedition.com, powered by Peppershock Media, hosted by me. That's Ray Allen. All right. Until next time, everybody, enjoy your marketing journey. Bye.